What's up, guys? Sacred Wild here once again, and something you will notice about this video is that this is actually a post commentary. The way I was recording Megaman Battle Network before was really not working out, but now it's better because it's post commentary, so you'll just have better, the quality of the gameplay will actually be better because I won't have to worry about talking and stuff like that all at the same time. So, I'm gonna be more kind of commentating and explaining about things that happened rather than giving like an actual reaction to things, just because I feel like with this game, so many things have to be explained, and if I try to explain them all while I'm actually playing, that's not really gonna work out. So, let's see. Basically, the reason why I hadn't been recording in a while is actually because I had a lot of stuff going on, both like real world shit stuff going on, but then also some video game related stuff going on. But now everything's back to normal, and I should be uploading pretty regularly. I would say one video a day. Maybe if I miss like a recording session, maybe one video every other day for like a couple days. But so right now, as you can see, we beat the fireman story arc, and now we had to go to school. We found our classroom, and now we have to talk to everyone. And as you remember, I believe we beat Dex, and now he doesn't want to fight. That's funny. Now, let's just call it. I think something else I want to explain is actually more in detail about why the post commentary thing is better, because I just kind of said, oh, it was better. The way I was doing it before was like I had my microphone on my desk, and the way that I can record PC, there is no sound on it. But now this way it should be a lot better, because now there's actually going to be two different sound sources instead of just the game sound coming through the mic. Now this second story arc is it actually takes place completely in school. That guy Higsby, he seems pretty suspicious, and there's an error going on. What the heck? There's some random guy, and the goal is to re-educate one to become a World 3 member. They're targeting kids. That's not really normal. That's not really, something that you see is targeting kids to be a member of their professional crime organization. So, everyone's trying to figure out a way. I do apologize if my post commentary is more lackluster than my live commentary, mainly because post commentary is a little bit harder. I wrote down like some bullet points. I didn't write down an entire script just because I don't have time for that at all. But yeah, so I'm still getting used to the post commentary thing. I'm probably just gonna be talking about the game. So basically, Dex gets deleted by viruses. That's pretty funny. I mean, Gutsman does pretty much suck. He's not really a threat in this game. So sorry, Dex. So now, of course, it's up to Land and Megaman to save the day. But first, we have to get something from Maelu. I don't know. We get Roll R, really good chip. It does 60 damage and it heals you by 60, I believe, as well. Some folder editing going on. I'm really trying not to just kind of commentate over what's ever happening. And oh my god, my computer is hissing like a motherfucker. Okay. Still doing my folder. I guess I could just pretty much just talk about this, I guess, scenario, just so that I don't have to explain everything once we're in there. Basically, the gimmick of this scenario are multiple doors that have certain codes that you can unlock with the codes. Now, basically, I'll explain it when I get up to the first door. And this is the school computer network now. The viruses in here, I think, Mets, Canodums, Spookies, and B-Tanks. Excuse me, if they're even called B-Tanks. I'm not sure. Okay. Oh, and Powies. Can't forget the Powies. So, yeah. I mean, again, still getting used to the post-commentary thing, so How are you doing today? No, I'm just kidding. But seriously though, this game does actually get to a point where it gets pretty darn difficult. This right here is probably like the last scenario that's not a complete and total pain in the butt. So yeah, I guess that's something to be happy about. Oh man, this is hard. Shockwave L there. Couldn't manage to get any Shockwave A's. I grinded out for a while. All I got were C's and K's. I couldn't get any A's. I know you have to get an S rank to get a Shockwave, but I couldn't do it. I don't know why. It was just like it wouldn't give me a Shockwave A. Excuse that. That was disgusting. Yeah, I don't know why it couldn't give me a Shockwave Ace. Now I think in one part I put like a whole bunch of different coded shockwaves. Really, that's something you don't want to be doing, but you know, I don't play by the rules. I'm too much of a badass. Now this network is actually a lot more confusing and a lot more convoluted than you'd actually think. We did not actually find our first like numbered gate yet, or not numbered gate, the first password coded gate. That is the gimmick. Some of them are going to ask you to go out into the real world as Lan and find out things about the school, and that's just the code. There are some that are going to be password protected, but you don't know the number, so you have to guess, and it tells you if you're too high or too low. So that can take a while. I think one of the gates I really fuck up. And then there's, I think, one or two gates where you have to do both. You have to both find out something in the real world and also unlock a code gate thing. I don't know where the first one is. I don't know what I was doing the whole time. I don't know where the first one is. I guess I can explain the new enemy types as they pop up. The first new enemy type right there, I think it's called a B tank in this one. A B tank? I think so. Basically, what this version of it does is it shoots a cannon at whatever square you're on. Square that came out weird. Square you're on. I don't know. So, but basically it fires the bomb, and it's like a mini bomb, except as you saw there, it hit the middle panel and hit the panel above and below it. So it makes a vertical line. It hits the entire column if it hits in the middle. As you can see, I got hit there. However, if it hits the bottom or top, it will only hit the middle. It doesn't go all the way down. And we get a Met Guard again. Can't even get a bad coded shockwave out of that one. That right there is one of the gates, as you saw on the top, not corner, just I guess top of the screen. This network looks really, every single one looks really familiar. Like, you don't really know where you're going a lot of the time. And now see, look, we have our first gate. Now see, this one, you need the number of chairs in the classroom 5A. Now luckily, we're in classroom 5A, so I'm just kind of going down all the rows, seeing how many there are. And simple math, you do 3 times, what you call it? Oh, excuse me. 3 times 3. Here's 9. Don't know why I had to go up and down the rows for that. I'm smart. So, basically, I'm finally over my cold. I know, like, every single video I was saying that I was over my cold. Now, every time you hear me cough, it should probably just be because I'm clearing my throat. It shouldn't be like a deathly cough that I was dying from. Now, that situation right there, I could have sworn I hit a mystery data that was hidden by one of those things. This game did that, and it was really a pain in the butt because of it. These are spookies. What they do is if you go in the same row as them, they will switch rows. I couldn't even get an invisible chip. If you go in the same row as them, they will switch rows, and they will, you know, they don't really attack. Higher levels of spookies will heal enemies, and after a while they disappear. They appear in the panel in front of you and they attack you. However, they take quite a long time to actually get going. Now, as you can see there, that took a considerable amount of time before that spooky even tried to attack me. They really shouldn't be a priority until you get a little bit later on, where they're going to start healing enemies that you do not want to be healed. And there we demonstrate roll. It goes to the enemy, does 60 damage, and also heals you by 60, so you know, rule's always a good thing to have. Again, I could have sworn that there was something there, but you know, obviously there's not. This network's a lot longer than you'd think. I think it actually takes up a couple of parts. I thought it was only gonna be like 2 parts. It really just took a lot longer than I thought. This combination of viruses isn't too bad. Luckily, the canodomes are not how they were in previous games. In previous games, the canodomes, when they targeted you and they shot, they or not fucking oh my god, previous games. This is the first game, man. Oh, we know what we're talking about. In future games, when a canodome targets you, and it shoots, it hits the entire row. It doesn't matter. In this game, the shot it fires actually does only target the panel that it targeted you on. So now we have to repair damage to the network. That's easy. Spooky and canodomes. This pair of viruses should be pretty easy. So, and sometimes you just wish cannons just did just a little more damage, because if cannons did just a little bit more damage, they would be so good. They would be so much more versatile, but of course, they don't. Swords are also very underpowered in this game because there's not that many varieties. And this is actually one of the few games where they actually do have the fighter, knight, and hero sword chips in this game, and even then they're underpowered just because they're just hard to use. Now, of course,